right, how we looking, boys? We're good? All right, you happy to bring it in, French? Your mullet's popping?
How's the mullet, bud?
Looking great.
Medium. Perfect, there you go. Some supportive people back there.
Thank you.
Everyone's phone's on silent.
Alex says that because his is always the one that's not. Every time. Oh, Frenchy's... No, I'm checking. I'm paranoid.
I will check. I'm on Do Not Disturb. That's how much respect I've got for this podcast.
Hell yeah, brother.
Did you go Do Not Disturb, Shotgun? Fuck, you fucking should come. He's our OG fan. He came to our first Christmas party and shat in a public park in the garden, didn't you?
Here's the shotgun.
Yes. Yes. And then G-Dogger come up from Melbourne. You come up. He come all the way from the Shire, though. That's the biggest one.
That's hard, man.
They don't come from the Shire.
What a treat.
You good?
I am ready. I am going to do this voice for the whole podcast.
I'll fucking leave.
Too bad. Goodbye.
All right, I'll bring us in. Welcome to the Tom and Frenchy podcast, live at Filter Brewery in Marrickville. Make some noise, everybody here.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have 500 people crammed into this brewery.
Yes, they don't know. It's so good.
I think the official head count was 750, wasn't it?
750, that's
yeah.
a new record.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming
A
out.
good gender split of male and female.
Always.
Definitely not more men.
Always.
Yep, perfect. And we've got a very special guest from the We Mean Well podcast and TikTok.
Yeah.
And
Jarchy.
live. Jarchy, give it up for live.
Yeah. Can't forget
Thank you.
life.
Thank you, boys. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's good to be here.
Thank you for coming down, Jarch. Before we get into all the banter and the laughs we're about to have, don't give me that face, cunt. We're on air.
Yeah.
They
My
can
bad,
see
my
you.
bad.
We want to give you a quick introduction.
Yeah.
Probably one of the sexiest mullets on the internet. One of the hottest podcasts in the game from the country. He's got I would say the most masculine voice I've ever heard.
Amazing.
Jarchy,
yeah.
what do you say about that introduction? Is
What
that
a
a good
fucking
introduction?
ripper. That was a ripper. But I dare say your mullet actually probably fucking pips mine.
Stop it.
Well, it's a little
That's not
compliment
what I
off.
was looking at.
And then you look to the left.
It's better.
It's much
better.
It is actually much better.
That's Aussie Man Reviews, bro.
Yeah.
Dude,
True.
someone thought I was Aussie Man Reviews
Bro.
the other day.
Aussie Man
yeah,
Reviews and Luke Combs had a baby. That's you, cunt. Well, you're from the country, but Jarch.
I am indeed, my friend.
Tamworth?
A small town near Tamworth. It's called Walker. Little sheep farming, cattle farming sort of place. I grew up on a property just outside of it. So I've been back and forth like in Sydney for the last sort of decade. I've got a love-hate relationship with this place.
Tell me about it.
Didn't know we were going to get this deep this early.
Oh, yeah, right.
Fucking traffic.
Oh, yeah.
We don't really have traffic back in Walker. It's a town of 1,800 people, for those of you that don't know. It's fucking 1,800 people, a grocery store, 6 pubs.
6 pubs.
Yeah.
One
That's
grocery store. That's how we do it in Australia.
We-
That's the ratio, 1 to 6.
That's what we said.
That's
That
fucked
was democratically voted in. They said, what should we do, grocery to pub? They said 1 to 6, mate. That'll fucking
You can
do
choose
it.
between Woolworths and Coles, but you got fucking 6 choices for a pub.
Woolworths, Coles, we'll choose the commercial. So, mate, grew up there. Been living here for a while. It's okay here, mate. But
Just the traffic. That's the main problem with Sydney.
traffic, some of the people.
Oh, some.
Well, I live in the eastern suburbs of Sydney.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sell out.
So,
Big groan in the crowd.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, we know.
They get it already. And it really, really hit home for me when I just come back from the bush. I was living there, COVID had just struck, and it was like we could only just sort of get back out. So I'm like a bit of a Labrador, mate. I'm like fucking want to say hello to everyone. I'm a bit weird, actually. I think I make too much eye contact when I'm walking like in a park or something. And I just noticed that I'd be walking, I'd be like, "Hey, mate, how you going?" And they'd be like, "The fuck is going on?" They'd bring their kids like closer to them. Like, Jesus Christ, what is this guy doing? And I was just like, fuck, the people.
You're trying to catch
say.
frisbees in your mouth and shit.
And I was like,
You're humping their leg. I'm a Labrador. It's cute.
But I had a mask on, so it was sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's what made it scarier.
Yeah, that makes
probably.
it scarier.
Yeah,
I just
fair.
hear that voice coming out of them. How you going?
It is scary doing the opposite, though, being in Sydney for ages and then going to the country and people start saying hi to you. It's kind
Yeah, you're right.
You're like,
Oh,
oh,
is that
shit.
right?
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Never thought about
It's
that.
nice, but it's confronting.
But we've seen Wolf Creek. So
I'm like,
we
I don't
knows
want
what-
any.
We've
Yeah.
seen Wolf Creek, so we knows what goes down in the country, bro.
Yeah, that's like 1 in 3 people.
Do you drive your tractors to the pubs? Good question.
People have.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it is a good question.
Is it one of those country towns where it's like, if you're not drink driving, you're not in the majority?
Mate,
They love drink driving in the country. I don't know what it is.
I don't want to, like, you can't get in trouble.
You're not snitching on people. We don't have
No,
to
I'm not.
name names, bro.
Look, it's relatively lax.
Yeah.
Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
It's because you're sort of just like, how the fuck do I get home?
Uber takes a
There's
while.
no
eh?
Ubers. There's one taxi. We got one taxi. Shout out to Julie.
A woman
I
taxi
fucking
driver.
love you. Shout out to
Wow.
fucking Julie.
100% women taxis.
Yeah, 100%.
It's rare.
Yeah, that's
Good
our
on them.
ratio, brother.
Hell yeah.
Good on 'em.
Good on her.
yes.
But yeah, so we got one taxi, so it is a bit harder. So unless you want to fucking make the trek, which realistically you don't, it's sort of...
Does Julie give you life advice when you're in the taxi? I feel like she'll talk to you about your drinking decisions sometimes. Like, oh,
She's-
make sure you eat when you get home. Like I feel like she's a mum doing it like in a minivan sort of thing.
Mate, you fucking hit the nail on the head more than you know. She's such a sweetheart. And the bloody other day I was home, I had this these rugby prezos, and I was like, oh, I've got to bloody get up in the next morning and sort of head home and head back to Sydney. So I'll take it pretty easy. Anyway, gets to about 5:30 in the morning, and I'm like, oh, holy dolly, I've cooked this. I've cooked this. So I call Jules, and she picks up. She goes, hello. And I go, oh, Jules, you're not bloody asleep, are you? She's like, yes, darling, what do you need? And I said, oh, just a lift back to Scrubby Gully, Jules. And she goes, I'll be there in 5. And she got up.
what a
got me.
legend.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She's an angel. She's the town angel, so big shout out.
Did you
to
say
her.
Scrubby Gully?
Scrubby Gully Road
Is
is
this
the
a
road.
made-up place?
Yeah, it's
No.
an ABC kids show.
Yeah, it sounds like
I used to watch Scrubby Gully.
sounds like a place on Home and Away, bro,
Yeah.
where the bad kids are from.
Yeah, Scrubby Gully boys. They got tattoos. and shit.
Tattoos across the chest. Scrubby Gully boys. Boys B-O-I-Z.
Oh yeah, you don't mess with Scrubby Gully.
Don't mess with
don't
Scrubby
fuck
Gully
with-
boys.
How do you play rugby out there if there's only sort of one supermarket sort of
Well,
amount
mate,
of people?
it can be difficult.
Do you split it into aisles? Like whoever likes aisle 8 plays on one
Yeah,
team?
aisle 8 plays aisle 6. No, because there's a shire. So the town is 1,800.
Yeah.
Then you've got the shire of all the farms.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So there's more, probably 3,500 in the shire. So you got 3,500.
Well, how far do you have to drive for a game?
Sometimes 3 to 4 hours.
Fucking hell. That's so country. That's nothing to you either. You're like, oh yeah, a couple of hours.
It just is what it just is. What it is. We just did it as kids growing up, so we're just used to it.
Yeah, that's
Like I
wild.
used to get to go to school when I went to school in Armidale. It was an hour and a half on the bus to get to school, an hour and a half back. But it was kind of fun because you're with all your best mates in a capsule of
prison.
pre-formative year hell of teenage angst.
Yes.
So it's actually quite fucking fun.
But what do you throw fruit at if you're out in the country? Because we would go
Cows.
cows.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more fun.
Take this, Bessie.
But you do you have a bad cow that would charge people?
Bad cow.
No, I went to a farm once
She's
and there
a
was an
bad
evil
cow.
cow that would like charge you. You'd be like, you
Kinda
can be
hot,
near all
right?
the other cows, but don't be near coffee because coffee would fucking go you and it would charge you like a bull.
But enough about my mother.
Oh!
So sorry, Mum. I fucking love you so much, Mum. God, I love you so much. Mate, I don't know. It's a pretty dumb fucking question, to be honest. Like, if I'm honest with you.
No, I'm saying on your farm, is there an animal that's potentially evil? I think that's a good question.
Farm animals can be dangerous. Yeah. Yep.
Frenchie's never met a farmer.
Tom's
No,
going to
you
put
can
me in a
get-
timeout soon.
So, no, you're right. You can get like a blind ram or something like that. You know, or a blind, or, you know, if they're blind, not drunk. Frenchy. without the ability to see.
A blind
Okay.
ram got you. Both are funny, but both are funny for me.
Correct.
They smash on piano though.
They,
That's my experience with the blind.
He's
Stevie Wonder
Yeah.
and Ray.
and Ray
And
Charles.
Ray, it's all of them,
What
really.
was going on there?
I don't know.
You haven't. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, mate, the animals can be dangerous on farms.
Got ya.
There you go.
So you grew up, in
Next
this
question.
regional farm. How'd you get to where you are doing a podcast, the TikToks? How'd you get there? Just give us a little recap. I'm sure you've said it 100 times.
Mate, the city burnt me out. I was like, I'm fucking burnt out here. It's killing me. I was like, I've got to get out of here, go home. So I went back home and I started working on a sheep station back up home. Pretty big operation. It's like, 25,000 acres, probably 45,000 head of sheep, 2,200 head of cattle. Like, it was a big op. So there was a bit going on, right? Okay.
No, but
Frenchy's getting horny.
with that many sheep there, do
was it one-
Kiwis start like hunting in? We had to be asked.
Mate, my old man's a Kiwi. He was there a lot.
There you go. There
Yeah,
you
I
go.
was suspicious.
Are you half Kiwi? Are you?
Well, no, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know.
That's why you play rugby, bro.
Yeah,
There you go.
poorly.
Okay, so you're on the sheep station, heaps of sheep, but not the sexy ones, just normal ones.
Just normal sheep.
Regular, yeah,
Normal, your regular sheep. And I actually had a friend, she texted me, and because I'm doing this podcast, Great Australian Yarns. She was like, oh, you should get this fucking thing, TikTok, for your podcast, put a couple of old Instagram stories on it, and then once you do your podcast, just promote it on that. I'm like, what the fuck is TikTok? And she said it's this short form video app, so I download the app, and I just post like an old video of me patting an echidna. Like a fucking echidna.
Yeah.
And it kicked off. And I got a few followers from it. I'm like, what is going on? I think it was a lot of like Yanks, a lot of American kids being like, this guy's a
What the
psycho.
fuck is that?
Seriously.
Yeah,
Like, this
they're
guy's
weird
mad.
looking.
You're not supposed to pat them, Tom.
Yeah.
They're echidnas.
But they're very sweet.
No, but they got the spikes too.
Pat them from the top to the
Oh,
back,
got ya.
brother.
Okay, you gave a little how-to. I'm gonna have to check out this video.
There you go. You check the video out. And so that sort of started it off. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I just started doing sort of, because I was on the farm every day, so it was sort of like just daily farm content.
Yeah, right.
But I try and make it funny, try and make it comedic. And then it just grew from there. And then the misso lives here, so she was like, you got to get the fuck, stop playing cowboy and get back here. I'm like, that is completely fair. So I came back here, which changed the content completely.
Yep.
Because it's like, well, I don't work on a farm every day now, so I'm like, what do I do? So then I started doing more skit content and had to have a bit of a fucking pivot.
Yeah.
And then just started to grow from there.
Well, if you're in Bondi, it's got to be a lot about like soy milks and acai bowls and shit.
Okay, well, that's correct.
Yo, fucking hell.
Oh, you're onto it, mate.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, so you know more about Bondi than the bush, clearly. So
It's not true.
you're dead right.
That's
So I started sort of taking the piss out of that, doing
Yes,
sort of
yes,
skits.
yes.
And, mate, it just grew from there. And then eventually met Lou. She actually only lived 400 metres up the road from me.
No way.
So I actually just bumped into her. I was doing up my shoelace, actually, on the road. And,
On the road.
sorry, not on the road,
That's
on the footpath.
He's from the country, bro.
right.
yeah.
I'm saying he doesn't know
Fucking
about cars yet. This guy's
Fucking
so
stop,
country.
mate. Woo up, fucking stop.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Everyone's honking him.
She walked past and she was like, she goes, oi, TikTok boy. And I look up and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh, I got a TikTok girl. And then she just fucked off. And that was our first interaction.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, very sexually charged. And then we actually bumped into each other down the street again. And I was like, oh, let's start doing videos together. So we started up the OnlyFans. And it is lucrative.
Oh,
These
Frenchy's-
girls don't
Oh,
lie.
you lifted up that fucking priest
Phone
outfit.
out to Google it, bro.
Do those
I need
legs
to see
ever
what
stop?
they're going. Is there any foot stuff you were doing? Yeah, so you started doing
Predominantly.
videos.
Started doing videos, and then the boys at Hello Sport were always trying to sort of get me to do a podcast with them in some capacity. And just because I'm a bit fucked, that a bit lazy, I suppose. I don't know. It never come to fruition. And then I was like, I'm actually working with this bird. She's hilarious. I think she'd be great for a potty. And then we started doing it together. We did 3 trial episodes. And honestly, we're just leaving the studio laughing. We were just pissing ourselves. And I was like, this just feels good. It feels right. It feels right.
Yeah.
And then, mate, we kicked her off and she's just sort of it's just grown from there. So, yeah, I mean, that's the yarn.
Yeah, it's so good.
Did you have 999% growth this year or something? You posted
That's it,
something on
yeah.
your socials, it was insane.
Yeah, insane. Yeah,
I've actually been around Jarchy's videos for ages because we used to play in the same touch football team.
Played touch together.
You're
Glad you
probably
brought that up.
surprised that he played touch football. He did. I took
You
him
guys were in
under
the
my
same
wing.
division.
Yeah, bro. It was so funny because I'm a bit of a wild card player. You might.
He is tremendous with an intercept.
Oh yeah, I only go for intercepts.
He doesn't
like
need you to
fucking-
talk him up.
Yeah, yeah.
He's too much already.
Like Mr. Stretch. Is that Mr. Incredible? I'll stick
Seriously.
an arm out every now and then. I'll get one every now and then. They score a few tries. Who cares? It's touch football. You know what I mean?
It's touch footy.
In a priest outfit, I don't know.
Doesn't work.
It's hard to run in this. It
It
is.
is tough. It is
I
tough.
don't know how they do it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we
well-
go a fair way back now.
Yeah, bro, since the touch footy days, if we were ever, he's quite a good player, we'll just show him the ball and be like, score a try, and be like, okay.
Fuck, I'll start blushing here in a second.
Oh, he was
wow.
quite good. And then,
Wow.
I'll try to jerk him off. He's like, no, when I get 3. I'm like, okay. And so that's kind of like our backstory.
When I get 3, yeah.
What
like our
was your
backstory.
team called?
The Slugs. I
Touch.
think.
Oh, the slugs.
Was it the Slugs? Or was it
Yeah, it was. Oh, no, the Keno replay.
Keno replays?
Keno
yes.
replays.
Have you heard of the game Keno, Tom?
I have, yeah.
quite
It's always
fun.
on. It's very popular at the
Quite
pubs.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, lot of fun. Fuck, memories, bro.
I know, bro. To the Kenos. The greatest team that never
Did
won.
anything. We never won.
Wow.
To
Okay,
the
yeah.
Kenos. To the Kenos.
All right. I'll take this moment to thank our sponsors for this episode and live event. Filter Brewing. Give them a round of applause. They've managed to fit 750 people in a room that's probably 70 capacity.
It's unbelievable.
It's amazing.
It's unreal.
It's amazing.
Like sardines in here. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's uncomfortable. We'll get you through it.
And every single one has heard this podcast before and not surprised right now by why I'm wearing a priest outfit.
Yeah.
Also, Alex, how are you going?
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
good.
Alex is here.
I'm very good, thank you. How are you? It's a pleasure to be here.
Got that fresh white tea, bro.
That's
Looking like
right.
Jack Harlow, you sexy minx. Look at you.
Thank you very much.
For those who've been listening, Filter has been sponsoring a segment called the Unfiltered Moment of the Week, where people call in and they tell us a moment they got a little bit unfiltered. Something happened. It could have been something they said or something they did. We've got someone. What's the name of the person who sent it in? I've completely
Tom.
forgotten. Oh, that sounds suspicious.
Different Tom.
Not me. Has sent in an unfiltered moment, and we'll hear it right now.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Hey boys, how you going? So this wasn't something that I said, but more something that I did. So this is when I was travelling in Hawaii, and me and my girlfriend at the time were in our hostel room, and I need to go to the corner shop to get butter or something. So I go down to the corner shop, and as I'm coming back to the room, I thought it'd be really funny to flash her at the door. So I knock on the door and put my pants down, and then this Asian lady opens the door, sees me with my dick out, screams in terror, and slams the door. As she slams the door, I see this sign that says, "Girls only dorm, no boys allowed." And that's when I realise I'm at the wrong room, like I'm the floor below where I needed to be. So I run up to my room, absolutely mortified, and tell my girlfriend what happened. She was a really good sport about it, actually. So we went down to the front desk and apologised. And the guy at the front desk was like, "Well, we're not going to call the cops because you seem like good people, but you can't really stay here because she's really freaked out." So, yeah, so he got kicked out, and, yeah, we had to try and find somewhere else to stay.
Yeah, round of applause for Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
Wow.
I can see that happening.
It's like a more extreme version of when you hide behind a corner when your friend's in the bathroom and you want to scare them.
You're, "Ah."
Except this time his cock was out.
Or the
Yeah.
finger in the elevator.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
Ballsy
fun
stuff. Love that he committed to this. I love that he went at full American for it as well. He
Yeah,
committed to the yarn.
He had a great accent.
He did.
Yeah.
Not great it was a girls only dorm.
Yeah.
It
Where
could
were they
be
staying?
worse.
I don't know. I guess America somewhere. Otherwise the
Yeah,
accent's
said
confusing.
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Oh, wait. So America somewhere.
It
I
is
want to believe
fun
his story.
slashing people, but have you ever done it? No, I mean someone you know, not strangers.
Yeah. I know a bloke
Okay.
that used to play a game
Was it touch football in your team?
No, it's called the wristwatch. And he'd run where you'd be at a house party, sitting around drinking piston or whatever.
Yes.
And he'd be like, "Oh fuck, boys, got to take this call," and he'd duck off. And bloody go and find a marker and just draw a watch face on his cock, and he'd just come back with his cock wrapped around his wrist. You always tell me what the time is? It was tremendously. It never didn't. It got funnier.
The first time you're like, oh, come on, bro.
Yeah.
When footy boys love getting their cocks out too.
Yeah.
And it's confronting initially, and then you hang out with them enough, you're like, oh, it is kind of funny because it's.
Yeah, it's nice to see a familiar face.
Thought he was about to do it.
Close up.
Oh, he was about to wristwatch you, dude.
I don't know what was going on. No, because we had this podcast once where our friend Danny, director of Talk to Me, one of the biggest movies of the year.
$100 million at the box office was on this podcast.
Okay.
He made up a story where I willied him when he stayed over.
That wasn't made up.
That wasn't made up. Where I flashed him allegedly, and because it got in my head, I've started flashing my missus. No, when she's on like a work call or
That's
like a
fine.
Zoom.
Yeah, dude.
So she's on a Zoom and I'm not on camera. No, I should say that.
Yeah.
Usually. Don't know how wide it goes, but yeah, I'm behind her going, Willie.
Yeah.
She has to go straight face.
It's
going,
very funny.
Anyway, business.
You ever play like throw and catch?
Throw and catch.
When my misso is on a phone call or something like that, I'll do something similar, but you've obviously your pants are pulled down like you're 8 and taking a wee at the urinal. And you thrust your hips back and forward and then try and catch your cock and balls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like
You
one of
throw
those
and you
Japanese
catch.
games.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you should not have told me that.
Well, I'm just
That's
saying.
good.
That looks
Another
fun.
another feather in the cap for you,
That
Frenchy.
sounds fun.
It is fun.
And you say male, female. No, you don't do that.
That sounds fun.
There is. Let me pre-warn you before you do this in front of your missus. There is an element of risk. You can squash a nut.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Pre-warning you. I'm just letting you know.
Okay. But it just depends how tight you go, like the mouse trap.
You gotta
gotta
go
make
tight.
sure. Do
Sorry,
you stretch it
getting
up
excited.
before you do it? Like, no, that's.
So cute.
Yeah, That's good. I'm getting very hot in this priest outfit. I'm
Dude,
not
I
gonna lie.
told you at least 7 times.
But does it look good?
It looks great. It looks great.
3 people cheered.
Oh, you've doubled up.
Yeah, no, because I was going to do this when people entered. I wasn't going to wear it on the
Oh,
podcast.
that'd be cool if you went to a church thinking it's a church.
Yeah.
The priest starts stripping. Are you kidding me?
Well, buddy, they don't have a tremendous reputation as it is. I think if they start stripping at a sermon, it's probably going to be bad for them.
But you'd listen to what they're saying more if they're stripping. You can still speak the word of God while you're getting your... What the rig God gave you out. That's what God gave you.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, and you shall not covet your neighbour's wife. Boom.
Whoa.
Just know, like the Naked News. Do you remember that show?
I
Fucking
do
oath,
remember
I
that.
do.
That was formative.
That is.
So it's like the
Only
Naked
the-
News,
only the older
but the stripping
gentlemen.
priests, like to pump up sales, they just start stripping, and some of them have good bodies.
And they're like, things aren't going well in Gaza. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
it was a real. Did you not know about this? The younger gen might not, but there was
They might
just
not.
like Mexican
true.
news would just like they'll tell
Mexican?
the actual.
I think it was
They
on
were
Comedy
Mexican,
Channel.
bro.
Oh, mate, I'm sure they're American.
Oh, maybe
They were
I-
100% American.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that's strange.
It was on like the Comedy Channel
It
on
was,
All-Star at like fucking 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, and they're just reading fucking
and they would
news.
read the news and just slowly get naked and it would be girls and guys. It was like nice equality, and they never played the catching game though. They never did that.
Cowards.
They were
Cowards.
like, and
Fucking
Australia beat India in the cricket, and they're just like full.
Yeah.
There's like balls out and stuff. You're like, this is
It was a lot.
confusing.
It was a lot, actually.
I enjoyed it.
All right, guys, I've got a game to play with you.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit of a game. I listened to your episode last week. You mentioned how you get quite nostalgic.
Yeah, okay.
And I can relate. Apparently, our generation... Oh, wow.
Oh, okay, Hoster.
That wasn't.
Frenchie just took off his priest
That
outfit, and now he's dressed as a little boy. Wow.
Yeah, good
It's
boy.
quite ironic, isn't it?
Yeah. A boy inside a priest?
Usually it's the other way around.
Ah, it's good stuff.
Okay, so you said you were nostalgic, and apparently our generation is very nostalgic because we've had so many like changes in technology while we've been alive.
Very quick.
Very quick.
All right.
So we're going to play a little game, and how it's going to work, you and Frenchy are both going to play, Jarch.
Okey-doke.
And I'm going to say something, and you're going to say whether you're nostalgic or not,
Okay.
but you're going to say nostalgic if you don't miss it,
Yeah, okay.
nostalgic.
Yes.
And if you miss it, yes,
Yes,
nostalgic.
nostalgic.
It's
I
very
like
deep.
It. No, I like it.
All right, let's give it a go. Having a family computer
Nostalgic.
where you had to like book in time for some MSN.
Mate.
And then you
Yeah.
can see what Dad's up to. It's just good to know.
No, who
Now
you living
he's got
with?
his own computer. I don't know what he's
Oh,
doing.
dude,
on
don't look
there.
at the search history after Dad.
Criminal.
Paying per text. Do you remember that shit?
I do, but it fucking sucked too.
Yeah. So nostalgic.
Nostalgic.
Oh, I said the wrong one in the first one. Nostalgic. I missed the family computer.
No,
this
you,
is.
you did
Oh.
the right one. I think.
You
I'm
said the right.
so confused with
You
this
said
game.
you said nostalgic.
Too many new words.
No,
I just want to
you
get my
killed
dick
it.
out
You're
and
down,
flash
you
you. I don't know what's going on.
All right, the paperclip helper on Word doc. Remember that guy?
Nostalgic.
Yeah.
That little fucker.
Clippy, yes.
Clippy.
Just
He
Didn't
always-
quite know what he never really could help me.
Yeah. But he
I'd be
was,
like, "What's the meaning of life?" And it just feels like error, not found.
But it was just good. He was always there.
He was always there.
Yeah, he
He
was.
was my best friend
consistent.
for all of year 8, bro. High school's tough.
Yeah, I'm with you. Well, it's tough, mate.
Disposable cameras.
Nostalgic. Because you can still still get them. Lou had them at their 30th. She had them at her 30th the other day. And she fucking, she just got all the bloody photos developed, which is also nostalgic.
Yes.
And she's like, "Oh, it's a beautiful shot of my friends. Cock." So I'm gonna just go into the bathroom, take a photo of their cock, and just place it back on the
And you'll never know
camera
who it
tray.
was.
No,
Yeah.
Might have been Tom from the voicemail. It might
Yeah,
have been.
yeah.
could have been.
Sounds like something he thought it was his
100%.
girlfriend's camera.
Could have been
that
him.
old excuse.
Yep,
Smash Hits magazine. Remember that?
I do, bro. Nostalgic,
Yeah.
nostalgic, and K Zone.
Yes,
Remember
that's on the list
K-Zone?
as well.
They've been a-
Classics. You get the poster in the middle section. Frenchy might have been Amish.
No. I remember the other magazines like Cosmo and FHM. What are we talking
Oh,
about?
there we go. Yeah.
Is it FHM?
No,
FHM was good.
K Zone was short for Kids Zone. You
Oh,
get like
no,
fucking-
they're different vibes.
have toys in
completely.
correct.
Yeah,
Have toys and shit in it.
No,
that was Kid Zone.
No.
All right, phone books like the white pages and shit. Remember
Yeah,
having to look up numbers?
nostalgic.
Yes, nostalgic.
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 They're great for prank calls.
They
They
were.
were.
Because then you
The funny
already know their
names?
name.
Yeah,
you
they
already know
were.
their name.
They
Like
were great.
Mr. Butts and stuff. Yeah. Recording songs off the radio. Don't know if you ever did that.
Fucking oath I did. I used to record like the top 10 on the
Yeah.
radio.
And then whenever they kind of talk, you'd be like, "Stop!
Yeah,
you're
you're like,
ruining
brother. But you could stop it. You could stop it and re-record, right?
Yes,
So
you
you just
could.
get them on your
it." You have
cassette.
to smash it. Yeah.
Fuck, we're aging ourselves here, boys.
Fucking oath, we are.
Holy dooly.
MySpace.
Nostalgic.
Nostalgic. MySpace is the greatest social media ever to be invented, and I don't know how it left because you get your top 8 friends, and so people know, yo, you ain't good enough right now. You're 9th, you might be 13th, and they try harder. You get a song. I always did Venga Boys, We Like to Party.
True.
Because then they know I like to party,
That's very true.
obviously.
Yeah, correct.
And you get your whole theme. It's just like,
Yeah.
what's going on now? It's fucking nothing.
You
Yeah.
boys too old for Bebo?
Nah, man. I remember
Bit of
Bebo.
Bebo?
Yeah.
Fucking
Bebo.
Bebo.
I love that
Holy.
song he does, Never Say Never.
Not bad. No. Justin
All
Bieber.
right.
Justin Bieber, no. Oh, it's tough with a crowd. See, we were just doing the podcast. I'd be like, I nailed that. Now I know I
Yeah.
didn't.
Now you know you didn't.
It's
Now I
weird
know
getting
I
the
didn't.
response. Downloading ringtones for mobile. Remember that?
Yes, yes,
Where you get like a weird, what was it called? Like
Nostalgic.
audiophonic. That's not it.
Yeah,
But it's like something like that.
fucking
Polyphonic. Yes, you'd be like polyphonic fucking Jay-Z or something.
Yeah, it was.
There's just weird beeps.
I've
Yeah,
still
well-
got Wrecking Ball as my ringtone.
Do you?
So it's not
Yeah, you
over.
do, actually,
It's not
yeah.
over. It's coming back.
What a polyphonic version of Wrecking Ball.
Nah, normal, not poly.
You should get the poly, actually.
Yeah, fair.
Get the poly.
Having to speak to people's parents and siblings when they first answer landlines. Remember that? You call up to talk to a chick you liked and they'd be like, it'll be a big brother who
Yeah.
wants to bash you.
Yeah. Actually, this.
I'm gonna say nostalgic.
I'm gonna say
Because if I had to
nostalgic.
do it, everyone else should have to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pass
It
down.
humbles you. I feel like kids these days haven't had to talk to a parent to talk to their crush. They can just go straight Snapchat or some
Snapchat
shit.
cock.
You learn some respect when you've got to go through a fucking bricky dad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You learn some
shit.
fucking respect.
Yeah.
It's true.
Hey, Mr. Housen, how are you?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
it'd always be the same. Good, Jack. How are you? Yeah.
And they act like
Well,
they
who
don't
the
know
fuck
what
do
you
you-
want. Oh,
Yeah.
how are you going?
And then there's that awkward pause, and you're like, I was just wondering if.
Yeah. Suppose you're looking for Chloe, are you?
Yeah, I
Righto, I'll go and bloody get her. You know, I used
She's
to
off
flirt.
with. Oh, sorry.
I used to flirt with girls through fax.
Whoa! Facts.
That's how fucking old I am. I used to flirt with girls
How
through.
do you do that?
How?
So
Yeah. They kept them.
I hope they do.
They've got them framed, the facts.
Yeah, how do you
We
do
used
that?
to-
How do you do that, Josh?
Mate, we used to be like, if we saw each other on the bus, we'd be like, oi, get home and we'll fax. So we'd like draw pictures and then fax them through to their fax, and then they'd like respond to the picture.
Wow.
And it was fun, man.
That's so smooth.
Just simple.
What's the picture of?
Nothing. Yeah.
JPEG of his cock.
Just trace what you can.
What'd you do for the rest of the page, bud?
Just wrote from Jack in huge letters. Size 72 font.
I don't think I ever had a fax machine.
At that
My
age,
family
it
were
was probably
poor.
Stussy. You probably just did a big Stussy sign
Yeah,
or something.
something.
that's
SMP.
cool.
A wave.
Limp Bizkit. all
Maybe I
that stuff.
surf, who knows? Limp Bizkit is still cool, but...
Yeah, no, they are still cool, but they were cool back then too.
This is one that's close to my heart. Video stores.
Mate, I honestly, fair income.
Yeah.
I'm passionate about this.
Dude, me too.
I cannot fucking choose anything when I'm on Netflix. I scroll so long because I cannot pick anything. It's like when we used to go to Video Easy and shit, you'd pick an overnight or two overnighters and a couple of weeklies.
Yes.
And you'd all watch it as a family. And when it would end, you'd go, that was fucking shit.
Yes.
But you'd watch the whole thing.
You'd have to be more decisive. You'd have to be like,
know-
we're watching this, whether it's good or shit.
We've
Yeah.
made the decision.
Yeah.
Now we're watching it.
Now you can
Whereas
just
now
flip
it's like,
around,
if it
you're like,
doesn't have
nah.
me in 2 minutes, I'm
Yeah.
like, see you never.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Yeah, because if you didn't watch it, or your parents would be like, "Oh, they don't need 5 videos next time. They're only going to do
Yeah,
4."
they didn't
So
watch
I'm
them.
gonna watch
right.
them all.
You shoot yourself in the foot.
Do you ever? Because Tom used to work there. Did you ever put different videos in different covers?
We didn't, but you get them returned. Sometimes they'd be all over the shop.
Mismatched.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I don't-
dangerous.
I'd argue it'd be pretty easy to steal snacks at a Blockbuster or a Video Easy.
So easy.
Yeah.
I remember once they used to have snacks that had just gone out of date and you could take them home.
Yeah.
And like chips were fine, you know, they got so many chemicals in them.
Yeah.
So I took like boxes of chips back to my share house. I was like, this is fucking good, right?
That is living.
Then I looked at the dates. I just stole. They were in date. I took boxes. I robbed Video Easy. Broad daylight on camera.
That is good stuff.
Bro, my buddy used to work at a supermarket and he'd ring me up when they're throwing out good stuff and we'll just go dumpster diving after shift.
Yeah.
Bro, we got so much jats one time. It was a fucking haul of a lifetime. Like
Bro, you
30,
need dip.
30 boxes
You need
of
to steal
jats.
dip, otherwise it's too dry.
You
It's-
don't, bro.
Oh, okay.
Jats and
You
water.
get a taste for them.
Jats and
So
water.
dry, boys. All right, Dolly magazine. This is probably for females now that I
That
read
was
it.
more for the girls, but yeah. Yeah, that's
Kinda
still
hot.
nostalgic,
No?
though.
Oh, okay. Super Nintendo.
Bruh, never had one. My first iteration was the 64.
Yeah, that's the
Oh.
best one. Super
know,
Nintendo's
I
a
think
bit
we were
clunky.
too poor, and I just got like a hand-me-down Super Nintendo.
Yeah, got a Game Boy Color, though, which was pretty deadly.
Fuck yeah.
So, come on, pretty
Yeah,
flash.
yeah. All right.
It wasn't even real colour, but looking back on it, it was like 3 colours. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
The screen was just blue and everything was black
Yeah,
and
it
white.
was
They
like-
got you. They got
It
us
was a
good.
bit janky.
Do you remember CD folders where you'd be like, what
Yes.
music, and you'd flip through pages of CDs?
Mate, I found one of them at home the other day, and I went through them, and it was singles when they used to release singles.
Yes.
And it was like a Nickelback Someday, and then like Tupac, My Block, and then fucking it was
mix
just
there, yeah.
I was just like, this is living.
Bro, if
Very
you don't go
nostalgic.
from Nickelback to Tupac, you ain't living, bro.
It's an I've always said it.
The
I've
stories,
always said it.
stories of the streets, that's what we say.
We were
Correct.
talking about this the other day. We were saying, what was the first like single, whether tape or CD, whatever, that you remember getting
Yes.
or having?
My first CD, I think it was a Papa Roach CD.
Oh, Last Resort.
Yeah,
I remember
it
that
was.
shit.
It was.
Alex is laughing.
What the fuck, bro?
Why are you laughing at Papa Roach,
What was
bro?
yours, Alex? What was
the
yours?
Cut
name,
my
just-
life
what was
into
yours?
pieces.
I think it was Jet Get Born.
Jet.
Oh, you're young, bro.
Oh, okay.
I got two at the same time. I got Aqua and I got Silverchair Freak Show. So that's why I turned out the way I did.
Actually, I've spun a full bull yarn there. It was Backstreet Boys. Backstreet's Back.
Oh, I had that
Sorry,
one. I had that
it wasn't
one.
Papa fucking
I
Roach.
had the same one, but I also got given Silverchair year 2000, 3000, whatever it was.
Year
So it was a
2000.
very different vibe.
True, yeah.
It was confusing.
I gave my old man, who is an old bushy, I gave him, I don't know how, my mum must have been pissed off at him or something, because we'd gone shopping for his birthday.
Oh, no.
And I gave him Backstreet Boys Millennium
Good
for his
album,
birthday.
good album.
He only listens to Johnny Cash.
Oh, wow.
And mum, I don't know how mum let me do. Like, honestly, they must have been blueing. I was like, do you reckon Dad'll like this? And she's like, yeah, darling, get him that. And I got him Backstreet Boys Millennium.
Yeah.
And he was like, cheers, mate, good on you. You did it. And then
Straight in a bin.
I got Backstreet Boys Millennium.
It's like Homer getting Marge a bowling ball with his name in it.
Exactly.
Homie,
Yeah,
I don't even bowl.
exactly right.
Yeah, that's good.
Same thing.
Good album, but
Tremendous album. Stands the test of time. Go back and listen. Stands the test of time.
Yo-Ho Diablos, do you remember those?
Brother, 2 sticks.
2 sticks, right?
Could never fucking perfect them. You ever have a Pro Yo 2?
No.
They were the deadliest yo-yos, bro. Did you have a yo-yo Diablo?
Yada Yoho. Yeah.
And were you good at it?
Nah.
Some of that, you know those
I
little
reckon
kids?
most people here, there's a few who are like, yeah, I remember that. Most are like, what the fuck
Nah.
is that?
Right, listen, youngsters. We had to have fun with 2 sticks, a string, and a fucking thing that you used to throw up. That's how we spent our time. Like, that's how we. It's some proper like depression era shit.
It's sad. It's sad.
It's like get the kid, get him a couple of sticks and a string, and just make him fucking throw something.
Even in our days, we'd hear old people saying, I used to have a stick back in my day. And we actually end up being the ones with the sticks too. What the
We had
fuck?
sticks as well.
That's funny,
Oh
bro.
shit! Yeah. Anyway,
Well, that's the game, I reckon.
that was a great game. I
thank you,
love that
thank
game.
you, yeah.
That great nostalgia.
Thank you.
That was a perler.
I'm nostalgic for that game already.
Yeah, we stopped saying nostalgic.
We forgot,
Sorry.
but that's all right. It doesn't really
remembered.
matter.
I was nostalgic for 98% of them.
I looked up video stores the other day because I was like, it'd be cool to actually go to one and find one for a video maybe. And there is one in Taree.
Is there?
So it's only 3.5 hours.
Oh, go there for a game, bro.
Weekend
That's
little
not-
sesh.
That's not too far
Get
away.
some, get some weeklies driving
What
back.
video store is it?
It'd be
It's like a family owned.
Yeah,
It's called like fucking.
Oh, just like in their
Film
living
Kingdom.
room or something. Like, we've still got
Yeah.
all these DVDs.
It's
Come
just an
get
old
some.
guy. I don't know. It's in his van.
correct.
No. Some
Yeah.
people have so many DVDs going, this is the future. We're going to have these forever.
And then you
Bro.
scratch them and it's fucked.
No, but they just
completely
have them.
fucked.
My brother-in-law's got heaps, and now he's like, sometimes he's like, oh, let's put it on the DVD player because I got the Blu-ray. It's like, can't you just wasted all your money, bro?
But mate, that's what you probably said about records.
Yeah.
Now records are back in a big way. You know, I got a record player. I love playing my records.
Okay.
It's like it's nostalgic.
Nostalgic.
Millennium on the record.
You could get it.
Do you have it?
I don't have
We're
it.
going to get you that for
Yeah,
you as a
that's
present.
a great
As a
thing.
present.
I
For being on our live podcast, we're getting you Backstreet Boys on a record.
If it
I would love it.
exists, I don't know if
Yeah.
it would.
We'll
Let's
make
put
it.
this on vinyl.
We'll make it.
Well, mate, you go to
We'll
bloody
make it.
JB Hi-Fi now, and they got the fucking. It's a full record section, like.
Yeah.
You know
it's
what I mean?
wild, man. It's cool.
So it's back, baby.
I'm surprised they don't have like a Blockbuster just for nostalgia.
I
just one in
I
Sydney.
think there's one left in America in there. Isn't there
Yeah, there
You
one?
can
are.
like
Show
rent it
about
out
it.
as an Airbnb.
Where is it?
Alaska.
Have
Been
ya?
there? Was it good?
Is
Russell
it?
Crowe's jockstrap from Gladiators there.
That is
Did you
un-
sniff it? Close enough.
Same thing.
He got
So-
a picture next to it. He didn't
And you
sniff
can,
it.
and it's not like an artifact. You can actually rent DVDs from there, fully operational. That's fucking
In
unreal.
Alaska? What were you doing in Alaska?
He was hiding from a crime, probably.
Hiding from a crime.
That's why people go to Alaska.
Wait, you on a trip?
Yeah, I was on a trip from Canada.
To Alaska? Aren't they? You're already pretty much there.
Well, hence why you probably...
That's not a road trip I've ever heard of.
He
going
doesn't
from
have a
Canada
mic
to
to
Alaska.
reiterate what he says.
That's a crime. Huh?
But, so a road trip, there's no road trip from New South Wales to Queensland?
No, but I'm saying this is not like tourist traps here. We're saying, why are you ending in Anchorage?
It's cool to go to Alaska. Don't snitch, dude. He murdered a woman in Canada.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, we
have
don't
to
need to
get
go
away.
too deep into his story. Like he's sweating, he's panicking. I was just fucking there, all right? Just fucking leave me alone.
He's renting DVDs and shit. That's a different life. He's in witness protection or some shit,
Yeah.
bro.
He cannot have a
Wiping his
Netflix.
DNA off the cup before he leaves.
He doesn't need to have a Netflix account, bruh. then he's on the grid.
Yeah, he's got it off the grid.
All right, let's get into some trending news.
Yeah, awesome. All right. Okay, this first one is from Pedestrian. So that's
Don't fucking shout him out. We don't care.
Well,
Not
you'll
paying us
get
shit.
it. You'll get
Shout
it
out
when
Filter.
I.
Fuck pedestrian.
If we're going to
Shout
shout
out
out
Filter.
pedestrian, I got to find that article I screenshotted the other day.
Oh yeah, so
Well, that's
so
why
we-
it's the headline.
We always pedestrian always have these insane clickbaity headlines that we screenshot and send to each other.
Love it.
And Tom screenshotted a good one the other day. That is
Because they're quite woke in certain situations, but then with men, they're really horny.
they're really horny with men, but it's like, oh, Stan Queen, whatever. But then it's like, oh, I want to jump on
can't
his
find
balls,
it.
a sexy ass man.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, it was
It's Timothy
yeah.
Chalamet, and
It
they're
was
like, I
like
want to jump on his
Timothy
Willy Wonka.
Chalamet has just dropped his latest outfits, and I want to oompa loompa diddity do him.
Yeah,
That's what
that
it
was
was.
actually it. That's not a
That's what it
joke.
Was it?
I want to
Yeah.
Oompa Loompa diddity do him.
Timothy,
horny.
Timothy, come and lay in my bed with me. I'm happy with it.
I want to visit his chocolate factory.
Oh, yeah.
Reference to his doot.
Yeah.
A very healthy reference to his
That was
doot.
the one that didn't get passed.
Well, I
They
think
had
you guys
that
are going to
in
like
there.
this one because
Yes.
it's Nick Kyrgios is launching an OnlyFans, and I, for one, can't wait to see his balls.
There you go.
There
Classic.
you go.
Classic.
There you go.
Classic pedestrian.
Beautiful.
So yes, tennis bad boy Nick Kyrgios has announced that he's launching an OnlyFans. In a statement, Nick touched on his reasons for joining the spicy site, saying that they are revolutionizing social media, and he wants to be a part of it.
But is he doing spicy content?
So he says he's going to do a mix of spicy content. He says he's going to do a bit of spicy content and also do like tennis
Cooking
tips
shows.
Who
and
the
tricks.
fuck wants tennis content on OnlyFans?
Yeah.
I just want to see him do a really good serve.
It'll always be a euphemism. I'm saying he'll be like, "Let me show you my tennis tip."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I see. I
Yeah.
see.
Cool, maybe we can come up with some ideas for him. To, you
Oh,
know.
some content brainstorm.
Yeah.
Now we're
Oh,
cooking.
bro, I'm just gonna do a tennis serve and then I'm gonna show my dick. I'm trying to do his voice. Is that what he sounds like?
No,
Close
it's very-
enough.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, perfect.
It's harder with people here in the studio. Everyone's like, that's fucking Nick Kyrgios. But then when they can see me do it,
Yeah.
Different story.
bro, I'm gonna do the wristwatch. I'll draw a watch on my dick.
It's genius
It's good
stuff.
gear.
He'll probably make a fuckload of bones out of it.
Oh, for sure.
But does he need money? They make a lot of fucking money doing tennis.
Look,
Just
all
fucking-
respect to Nick, he's probably made a fuckload of cash, but like, he's never won really much, has he? Do you know what I mean? I don't know much about tennis, but
I don't know much.
You're right, he hasn't.
you know,
Yeah, I'll go on a
do
limb
you
and
get
say he
catch what
hasn't.
I'm pitching here?
Yeah, I see what you're saying here.
Maybe he does need the OnlyFans because how old's he now? 20 fucking 8.
He's getting up there.
I suppose tennis you can last a while. Federer's 40 odd.
Yeah,
He wants-
true.
28 exactly.
Whoa.
I actually know everything about Nick. I've subscribed to his OnlyFans.
King Kyrgios.
King Kyrgios. Mate, I'd suss it out.
Yeah, I want to look. I
wanna
want
look.
to see. I think you get that when a celebrity does it. Everyone's curious, like, oh, I want to see
100%.
it all, and then unsubscribe. I just want to like, what's he gonna do?
I see Nick in the same vein as Iggy Azalea. When the music career waned a little, she fucking crushed it on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nick's probably better at rapping too. To be
To be blatantly
to
honest.
be fair, maybe
Yeah,
they should
yeah.
swap. She should play some tennis. Maybe that's her secret gift.
Now, maybe they should merge
She's from
together.
Mullumbimby, isn't that
True.
crazy?
There she is.
Like country.
Yeah.
Nah, Mullumbimby's like Coast, bro. It's basically Byron. Right?
Yeah.
Coast. Yeah,
basically
true.
Byron.
True. Yeah, but still, sticks. She's from the sticks.
What has he got anything up at the moment?
I don't think so.
Can we subscribe with your credit card?
Please.
Yeah, we'll put
Please.
on the Tom and Frenchy credit card.
Should get one of those.
Yeah, once again. Is there any other athletes that you would like to see start an OnlyFans?
What athletes do we want to see start an OnlyFans? Great
yeah.
question.
You know, just for shit, I'd just like to see LeBron in full flex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take it to the whole
I saw,
LeBron.
I saw a
yeah.
picture of his
He'll-
foot the other
he'll-
day,
I
and
mean,
it's like all
Oh,
cramped
yeah.
up, like one of those like.
So he wouldn't be doing foot stuff, is what you're saying?
Definitely.
Oh,
Oh, he
no.
could be.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah, it was
niche.
like
He's got
it was
real...
like his big toe was like under another toe.
Yeah, it's like someone shuffled his toes. They were all in the wrong order.
Yeah.
Interesting. 'Cause
Shuffled his toes.
sorry, I missed that. That's a ripper. That is a perler.
So LeBron, just to see what he's got going.
Yeah, do you reckon he's got like hair plugs down there? Fill it out? Yeah. I don't know, man. That's all I know about LeBron James.
Shuffle the toes is a great one. That's
Do you want to
got
go
me.
on to the next article?
Yeah, why not?
We're on that one? Okay. This one's really good. I love this one. American football coach apologizes for using Al-Qaeda attack on 9/11 as an example for good teamwork.
Hold on.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Oh, this is the greatest story ever. I love my NFL, and I saw this on Twitter, and I'm like, oh, that's made up. Someone's making up this headline. They're not. Keep reading, Alex.
Okay.
Wait, who? So I missed the first bit. Who said that?
Okay, so the coach was
Okay,
the
coach.
NFL team Buffalo Bills, Sean McDermott.
So that sentence was a little bit disjointed, but you know how they do like a hype speech before a game?
No,
They're
no,
like,
so they-
remember the Titans? Is it that kind
This
of vibe?
is like back at training. They've lost a few on the trot, and he's trying to bring the team together at training. They get the whole 60-man roster in a room, and he's doing a speech about something they'll bring them together. Keep talking and tell them again, because they need to know.
Yeah, so he apologized publicly for using the 9/11 attacks on the Twin Towers in 2001 as an example of positive teamwork to his team in a meeting.
It's a wild approach.
So he
From the perspective of the terrorists.
I think that's an important fact.
No, we understand.
You got it? You got it? He's saying, look how good their teamwork was. They come together like we need to on the football field.
They hit their marks. They knew where they needed to be.
They trusted in each other, bro. It's mental. It sounds like a made-up story. can
You
keep
remember
going.
the Titans? We should remember the pilots.
Yeah, so he said in his apology, my intent in the meeting of the day was to discuss the importance of communication and being on the same page.
Jeez, there's a million different examples, buddy, that you could have gone
Yeah.
for instead of 9/11. If we're going to be honest.
Like what?
Well, fucking remember the Titans for what? It's pertinent to the cause. They're playing football.
The best part about this is that the team Buffalo is based in New York State, I believe. New York State.
Oh, true.
Where it happened.
Fuck me.
Relevant.
You know what else he could have used when the frontiersmen of America used to herd buffaloes. You know,
Okay,
that takes
okay.
great. You know,
Okay.
Buffalo Bills, Buffalo Bill,
Okay.
great Buffalo hunter.
Or when,
Let's go for that instead of a horrific terrorist attack that changed the face of a country.
I'm with you. But he would have planned that. He wrote it. He had slideshow for it.
Well, he planned it. He took
This
notes
wasn't
from
a
the terrorists. He took notes from his favourite planners, apparently.
And they ended up winning the game this
Oh,
weekend.
okay.
So,
Well, let's not be too critical.
So
then.
it's a happy story.
Let's not be too critical.
possibly. He's doing JFK's assassination next week. So apparently that's the next one on the agenda.
Makes sense.
Hopefully he doesn't have to go as far back to the wars, but there's always that there if he needs it up his
I
sleeve.
think he's got Boston bombings up his sleeve.
Boston bombings
Yeah, I
next
think, yeah.
when they play
Just
the
go
New
through
England
the
Patriots.
tragedies.
Yeah. That's mental, eh?
So funny, man.
They did it.
Mate, just...
America's...
There's 10 coaches who heard him say that. He's in the meeting going, should I give this speech? They're like, yeah.
It just feels like... It feels like something that he would have got halfway through and there just would have been, you know, with a couple of our jokes tonight, similar eyes. You know? And just sort of looking at him going, yeah.
Guys, tonight I am Bin Laden. And everyone's like,
You're the fucking pilots. All right, you get out there. You fly like those 747s.
There's actually, you're dead right. There's a moment where this happens.
Okay, so I've got a quote here from the meeting. Mr. Sean McDermott asked, "What tactics do you think they used to come together?" He said, "What do you think their biggest obstacle was?"
Well,
And someone answered, "The TSA."
Right, he's legit asking them questions. Everyone's looking around going, what the fuck is he still talking about this?
Mate.
I've had some camp leaders. You know camp leaders? They always go on some weird-ass tangent and you're looking around going, I'm not living in this camp, so I'm not on the same level as you, but...
What camps were you at?
You know, when you go on like... No, like outdoor ed camp and they're doing some cook story and you're like, what is this guy talking about? And you're looking around and your friends going...
Were you in Scouts?
No, I wasn't in Scouts, bro.
Sounds very scouty.
Stinks of
It's a
Scouts.
school outdoor ed camp. Next story. He's about to bully me, I know.
Okay, this one is a Reddit post titled, "The worst sex advice you've ever gotten from Cosmo."
Oh yeah, I'll read this one.
So
you guys remember Cosmo magazine?
Yeah, the Cosmopolitan is a women's fashion magazine with articles targeted towards women's fashion, sports, and modern interests, and apparently bizarre, ill-guided sex tips, which we're about to read out.
Well, we'll be the judge of that.
Hang on 1 second real quick. Dylan, can we please get 4 more lagers? Thank you. Pretend that never happened.
Thank you, mate.
That's all right. All right, guys, I'm going to give you some great sex advice from Cosmo. Sprinkle a bit of pepper under a man's nose as he climaxes. Yep, we got a fan.
Okay.
So a bit of a sneeze.
You done
Sneeze
that?
come?
I don't know.
Snum.
Little sneeze come.
Sneezes feel good, but like...
They do say it's like an orgasm, right? So if
1/8.
you orgasm with an orgasm?
1/10.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
it's
that's
a classic...
1.1.
It's a lot of preparation though, so you got to get pepper, like where you get a pepper grinder or like those little pepper sachets that you get from the takeaway.
You got to do a bit of prep, but kind of like the Taliban.
Timing's got to be right on that, doesn't it?
The best part about Cosmo is that because it was before the internet, there was no one who could call out their shit. They could print whatever they fucking wanted and people were like,
Correct.
yeah, that's fact.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'm getting the pepper tonight.
Yeah, 100%. little bump of pep while I come.
I distinctly remember Cosmo me to firmly rake a man's scrotum with my teeth. I should have pre-read that. So raking with the teeth? That's a move?
Whoever had written that was very cranky at her respective other.
Spot on, they were. Wait, what? Which angle are you going?
She was very cranky at her
Yes.
other half. She goes, fuck, man, I'm sick to death of them. You know what you should do, ladies? You should rake your teeth against the scrotum.
A light
Before
rake.
oral sex.
A light rake.
Bit of a rake.
It's actually fucking evil genius there. I respect that.
One time, Cosmo told me to tap on the underside of his penis for pleasure.
Morse code?
I started tapping one time during a BJ.
You just Morse code on the top of her head. Yeah, that's good.
This is good.
Is this okay? Yeah, no, I'll crush it.
Less raking.
Less raking.
Remove the rake.
I started tapping one time during a BJ, and he was like, "What are you doing? Are you tapping me?"
Thank you.
This is all facts, guys. You should try this.
Right,
at home.
everyone's done something embarrassing in the bedroom, and Cosmo's always to blame.
Thank you, Russ.
Okay. This tip titled "Tying the Knot" says, after sex, grab your moist panties from the floor and tie your back with them.
Tie your
hair back. I was like, back.
Tie your back hair with them. Tie his back
Tie
there.
up your back hair. tie your hair back with them. This will show you're fun, casual, and easygoing.
This will show you're fun and casual.
You know what? I think the fact you've just engaged in sex together probably shows you're pretty fun and casual. You don't need to then pick up your underpants and just be like, so, like, do you want to watch a fucking movie or something?
You sure you want to do that? They're quite moist.
That was my
No, I'm
question.
super fun and casual. I don't even care.
That was my question. How do the panties get moist?
It's okay, buddy.
That's another story.
We'll chat after. Should we
After the
chat
show.
after? We'll chat after.
Okay, this can't be real. Release one bee in the room to create a sense of danger.
I like it.
That is the greatest thing I've ever heard.
I like that one.
Just one. Just one.
It's like
Quick, we got to go fast,
You gotta
otherwise
cut-
the bee it's going to sting us.
You got to catch a bee during the day and then release it.
Yeah.
Be like, is that a bee in our room? I don't even think you'll notice it.
and there's levels to that shit. You start with bee, go to wasp, jump up to a whitetail, redback,
It's a slippery
funnel web,
slope.
black widow,
Yeah.
red belly black snake, eastern brown, taipan,
You know a lot of snakes.
Yeah, right. It's on the country.
goanna,
Oh,
crocodile.
Goanna's above the snakes.
not a lot
Yeah.
of lizards.
Priest. Priest is number one.
Did someone say Alan Jones or did I hear
Alan Jones.
Alan Jones
That's a
fucking
ripper.
out of nowhere?
That is a ripper.
Okay. I bought a subscription a couple of years ago, and one issue told me to dump sand all over my floor and have sex on it, on top of it, to simulate a tropical getaway. Wow.
No, I fucking hate
A lot of the
sand.
girls are saying yes for that.
Oh,
They're
okay.
saying, fuck
Good.
me on the sand.
That's fucked. You ever had sex on the beach?
Probably not.
Okay.
Have you?
Yeah.
How was it?
Not great.
Sandy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not great.
But did you feel like you were in a tropical getaway?
I was.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
So, but I was.
Okay.
In a tropical
Because of the
getaway.
sand. Because of the sand.
But it works.
They're
Because of
dead
the
right.
sand.
They're dead right.
I distinctly remember a tip to freeze grapes and give a BJ with frozen grapes in your mouth.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Now hold on, Cosmo. They're onto something.
They're onto something?
But with ice cubes. Now that one isn't that fucking wild.
Wait, grapes don't melt.
Grapes don't melt.
So you freeze a grape, it's frozen forever. You freeze a grape, never unfreezes. As long as.
At least within 5 minutes.
But have you ever washed down cum with a grape?
1-0.
There we go. There we go.
Got him.
Vacuum. It just says vacuum at the top of this. I should have gone through this. Remove the attachment so it's just a plain hose. While you're wearing your underwear, have him turn it on low and hold it over your clitoris for a sexy sucking sensation. If the sensation is too much, it's a Dyson. It doesn't say that. Have him hold it an
this-
inch
yeah, is it-
above your underwear.
Is this another brand deal?
It's just that one should be like, if you're too cheap to buy a vibrator.
Use your mum's vacuum.
The vacuum, but wouldn't, okay, hypothetically, you know
Yeah.
how vacuums are usually like a little, like a slit. Wouldn't that, the normal attachment be better?
No, bruss. They're not usually a slit.
A
They're usually
slit.
they're round. They're round.
What?
Buddy.
No, it's a bit axy.
There's different attachments, but if
You
you'd
can
have
attach
to put
a
on a
thin
slit
one.
Yeah,
attachment.
okay. We're on,
Is that what you used to
no,
attach
no, we're
the
on
thin
the
one?
same page. We're on the same page.
Have you been fucking the thin one?
Buddy.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
What's the next
Okay,
one?
this can't be right. Lick his eyelids and then blow on your saliva?
Sorry. Say that
Yeah,
again.
so lick his eyelids and then blow on the saliva. that you
Alex
put
did
on
this
top.
Don't
one.
say it like it makes sense.
Like where the fuck wins?
Yeah, lick his
like,
eyebrows and
Lick his
then
fucking
blow.
eyelids. Blow on the saliva. Fucking what, you never licked an eyelid and blown on the saliva? You fucking creep.
It probably would feel a bit good, but
Come on.
I already licked that one. Lick this one.
No, your eyelid, dude. That thing. I don't want to lick
Oh,
your
no, you
eyelid.
don't want to lick
Yeah,
that.
no,
I got conjunctivitis for
Oh,
a year.
God.
Oh,
Just in the left. This one's good, but
okay. No, I'm fine, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
All right, this is the last one. Not a funny one, but I remember they said to only let him see you naked post-sex for X amount of time after he finishes because the flood of hormones will make him think you're more beautiful than you actually are. That's sad.
Listen.
True? Jarchy's going to rate this true.
Yeah.
Nostalgic?
I don't know. Nostalgic. No, you know, I don't know about you blokes, but that's almost like the time you need to yourself.
There is that post-nut
There's a
clarity
post-
where
there's a
you
po-
don't want to
it's
be involved
reflection.
in that.
It's
yeah.
reflection.
It's like eating KFC.
Correct.
Someone loves KFC.
We all do. We all love KFC.
For a while. For a while. For a while.
But afterwards, when you're back on the road by yourself in the car, and the wipes didn't do the job, and you're sitting
so
there
greasy.
just thinking about what you've done, you're like, fuck, why did I fucking do
And it's
that?
not about the chicken. It's not
Not
about
about
the
the
chicken.
chicken.
No.
It's not about
It's
the
about
chicken.
you. It's about
It's
you.
about you and your decisions.
Yes.
You know you've been a bad.
You're thankful for the chicken.
You're
for
thankful for the
letting
chicken.
you get that in you.
That's great. But you've been a naughty, bad little boy.
Yes. Yes.
And now you're cranky yourself again.
Now you're just looking at the empty box.
Well, buddy,
Whoa.
let's not be crass.
Let's not be crass, Tom. We're talking about something else.
So
bro.
sorry. I'm so sorry about that.
The empty box.
Last. So that was it. That's Cosmo. And then we've got a question. Alex is talking. What's the worst sex advice you've ever heard? Have you ever heard someone said something to you in school or on the
Mate.
footy field and you're like, that is not good advice?
Oh, mate.
Maybe Frenchy said it at touch football.
Yeah. Frenchy said at touch football, he's like, always finish first. Never let them finish.
Someone's got to finish.
Someone's got to finish. It's a race. You finish first, kid. All right, now get in there.
Get in there.
That's good.
That was the worst.
That
was the worst array of sex advice I've ever heard. Just quietly.
crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
and that's legit. That was printed. That went through reporters,
Which is
An
wild.
editor.
publicists, everything. They were like, yeah, that's legit.
Print that.
All except for the eyelid licking one. That was fucking legit.
Yeah, you like that one?
Get out there and lick an eyelid.
Why not?
Beautiful. I think we got a couple more segments to go. First, we had our audience write us in questions.
Yeah, they were pretty awful, to be honest.
Okay. Good work, crew.
I went around while we were getting set up and asked some fans and people some questions. I think the first one was, does anyone in the audience have any special skills or talent?
Great. What do you
Obviously
got?
not. Oh, what you got?
Oh,
Cartman.
please.
Oh, let's get
Wow.
Carmen
Yeah,
up first.
yeah.
Alex,
yeah.
Alex has got a mic. Alex has got a mic.
Alex is coming.
She said she can do a pretty good Cartman.
Hell yeah, dude. I haven't heard of Cartman in
I have to,
years.
like, I
Neither.
have to turn my head while I do it, but yeah.
That's fine.
Don't call me fat, you fucking Jew.
Yo!
That's pretty good.
That was so good.
That was great.
That was
great.
so good.
Wow.
It was bloody great.
That was. Wow.
She rules.
That might be the name of our episode.
Yeah, well, maybe
That
not.
was so good.
That was fucking good. Well done.
Okay, can anyone beat that? You can do
Oh,
Rick
can
and
you?
Morty.
Oh, here we go. Shotgun, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
What do you think this is, Morty? We're gonna fucking Bendigo.
An Australian, Rick.
I don't know.
That was
It
great.
might have been Australian towards the end, but
Yeah.
the start was solid. Yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like-
from the Australian one.
I feel like we could all do that voice. I don't.
I don't think you could.
What do you fucking think, Morty? We're going to fucking Bendigo.
That was better than I
That
thought,
was
to be
better than
honest.
that was the same. Tommy Shelby? You can do Tommy Shelby?
Let's hear
Oh,
it.
yes. I love Piggy Blinders.
I can do a couple of them.
Okay.
I'll do Tom and Arthur. So Tommy is like, all right, Linda, grab a fucking gun and fucking shoot her, right? I love me brothers. I love me. And then Arthur's a little bit, right, shoot her, right? Fucking Tommy, right? You're going to fucking shoot her, right? Fucking shoot her.
Shoot, that's sick, bro.
A bit of Arthur, a bit of Tommy.
That
Do you
is
do
so
voice
good.
acting? Do
Nah,
you have an agent for that? You should.
I don't.
I feel like your normal voice is good and you can do voices.
Fucking hell, mate.
Fuck,
I don't even
dude.
need the Millennium bloody
Oh,
album anymore.
brother.
Just the compliments are enough.
That's it.
They don't pay the bills, but they don't keep you in Bondi. They're compliments.
That is a tremendous point. That's a good point.
All right.
Yeah, and the last one is actually from me. It's that I can say the alphabet backwards, which I'm regretting because I've had a few beers.
That was from you.
Oh, you can do that.
I can say the alphabet
Oh, I
backwards.
thought it was a different Alex for some reason. You put that in
Yeah,
there.
no.
We've done 50 episodes of you and you never told us
You've
that.
never told us you have this skill.
Do that.
I can do it. Does someone want to do it for get their phone up? You can get the numbers up or something like with the.
We know the alphabet, cunt. What do you mean?
Just so you
can
remember
do
it. The people
Just
know.
get your
Someone
text
can
up.
check.
Oh, is it texting?
Okay.
All right.
Oh, text it. No,
Josh
text
is stunned. He's like, what
Oh,
the
the keyboard's not
Yeah.
in
It's
We're
alphabetical
about to see
order.
Albert
No, but
Einstein.
I'll go from the. Okay.
So you're going to go in keyboard formation because it is not.
Anyway,
it's in Q word.
I'm just going to go backwards. Ready?
Okay,
Alright.
we'll just predict it.
ZYXWVUT
Faster.
SRQPONMLKJIHGFEDCBA.
Yes, cunt! Crushed it! Oh, no. And then we blew the handshake. He crushed that, though.
I don't know if he crushed it.
He crushed it. No,
Yeah?
trust me. I know
Okay.
the alphabet pretty well.
So, have you always? Can you always just do that, or did you sit there and memorise that?
So for a while I had this thing called a drinking team.
Okay, I thought you were going to say problem. I was just going to say
That
for a
too,
while I had
a
a drinking
That
problem.
too, and we used to hang out, and then like we thought it'd be a cool idea if you could get really drunk and still do the alphabet
it.
backwards
Yeah,
while you're
yeah.
really drunk. And so we practiced for
It's
a while.
fucking impressive,
He
mate.
learned that for the boys. I love that.
For the boys, good on you,
Oh,
mate.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
In also sadder news for the boys, I lost my fantasy football team competition. Today it happened, guys, and I'm last, and I've got to do the punishment. I've got to live stream me eating a mukbang every day for a week. So they apparently get to pick what I get to eat. So some days it'll be like raw fish, some days it'll be
What's a mukbang?
I don't know really.
It's
to be
like a
honest. I haven't
Korean
Googled it.
YouTube channel where you just eat in front of the camera.
So they're gonna pick me some meals, and I've got to live stream because I lost.
Every
Yeah.
day for a week.
And-
7-day
Yeah.
week or a
Well,
work
it'd be
week?
funnier if one of the boys lost when it's like 300 of their friends and they've got no context why they're eating that.
That's a great point.
Whereas with me, it's just a bit like,
It's a bit-
Frenchy's doing a different thing
I'll
here.
tell you what-
Comedy's not going well. I'm streaming now.
I tell you what would be good if you got sponsors, so you're getting paid for each meal.
Oh, I like
That'd
that.
turn it on.
I
Them
like
like
that.
you're,
I'll
you're like,
try.
guys, I've just got to eat heaps of a Porto. Delicious.
You're a thinker.
I think
you
they're
are
gonna
a thinker.
they're gonna do more like foreskin. and sort of
Yeah,
stuff
it'll be
like that.
mainly foreskin.
Is it 1 meal a day or 3?
One meal a day.
Great
or
question.
all
One
three.
meal a day. One meal. Great
Oh,
question.
that's
Not
all
all
right.
meal.
Every meal would
Right.
be funny.
No, don't put that out there.
Frenchy only eats 1 meal a day.
Guys listening, make him do every meal.
And
Jarch,
then
do you do fantasy?
Nah, mate.
Nah, nah.
I don't.
I wasn't doing NFL fantasy, and then this coach, I heard this speech about teamwork, and
Oh, yeah.
Spying.
oh God, and I'm like, I gotta get in. If all the boys are hijacking a plane, would you? Yes.
Just drew you right in. Nice, mate.
That's what happened.
So yeah, and
Oh,
then
fuck.
I also asked if they had any questions, and we got one here that says, if you could add someone else to your podcast, who would it be and why?
Oh, we'll start with you, Josh. You and Louis.
What, ad forever?
Yeah, just add a random. It can be anyone in the world. It
In the
could be-
world, anyone in
Dead
the world,
or alive.
boom, they're in your podcast.
Okie doke.
Boom.
Norm MacDonald.
Oh, I like that.
Good old.
Oh, that's
One of
a
my
great
favourite
answer.
comedians.
great, yeah.
I just
I
love
was
him.
going to say Nick Carter.
Well, just as great.
Yeah, off the board now. You
Yeah,
can't have
correct.
him. He's mine.
Fuck.
Oh, me as well. Okay.
Well, for now, until I get Nick Carter.
Yeah.
I want someone who kind of judges us a little bit. Simon Cowell.
Judge Judy.
That's good.
Simon Cowell's.
His
That'd be
sunken
great.
eyes just
Yeah,
terrifying.
puffy
You
face.
seen that motherfucker now?
Dude, me and Tonya, my fiance, just watched a TikTok of a lady who was terrified of Simon Cowell, name drop, who was terrified of watching him. That was like her fear. And I understand, because that guy has had so much surgery. His eyes are like tiny volcanoes.
Mate, it's wild.
They're so deep.
Fucking
I don't
wild.
even know what species he is anymore.
Oh, dude.
He's some sort of like, you know the fish you see at the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah, with the
Well, and you only got the
The
lights.
light.
Yeah, and you only see these animals in certain...
But it's Simon Cowell.
And it's Simon Cowell, bro.
That would be more terrifying than that fucking monster.
Handy
Holy
spot.
dooly.
Shout out, he listens to the podcast.
Shout out to
I am a
Simon,
big fan. He's
a big lister. So shout out to you, mate. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
For what you've done.
Are we up to the last
To
bit?
yourself.
Yep.
Last bit, Jarch. We want to finish it off with just quick questions, and you just get to answer them. Thank you for coming on the
Yes.
podcast.
Thank
Give
you
a
for
round
having
of
me.
applause.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And
I
also,
appreciate it.
thank you to Filter Brewing for having us here.
Thank you,
Round of
Filter.
applause. It's been awesome. We really appreciate it. If you're in Sydney, come down to Marrickville, have a fucking beer.
Marrickville, Filter Brewing, the most delicious beers in the world.
Unreal.
Yes.
Unreal
Yeah.
stuff. Thank you, Filter. Yum, yum.
Okay, Jarch, who was your first celebrity crush?
Holly Valance.
Oh!
Loved her.
How good's her stuff she's
Yeah,
been doing
it just
lately?
was. It's just true.
What's she been doing lately?
She married a billionaire.
I was
I
just
went-
being a dick.
She
I
dated,
fucking wish.
she dated Fred Durst onto a billionaire.
Did she?
Yes.
Wow.
God damn it, Holly. Fuck, it's too
Because
late.
I went to Limp Bizkit the other night. I was like, I wonder what Holly Valance is doing now because I knew they dated. And then I found out the billionaire thing. I'm like,
Really?
Still a step down from Nookie, though.
It is. It
But
is a step
he didn't
down.
write. He didn't write break stuff. He didn't write My Generation.
That's her choice. That's her choice, mate.
Facts. Okay, who do you think is the hottest cartoon character?
Oh, fucking, what's that, Betty, the bloody,
Betty Boop.
no. Because
No,
it's not,
Betty
you know
Crocker?
the one with the red dress and the long, like, red hair?
Yeah.
From Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, Jessica Rabbit.
That just,
Jessica Rabbit, right?
but is that Jessica Rabbit?
Yeah, yeah. It's either her or Pauline Hanson.
Correct.
can't do
Yeah, sorry, let me,
That,
yeah, her.
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica
yeah.
Jessica Rabbit. Yeah, well, she is the hottest. All the caricatures of Pauline Hanson, absolutely.
Okay.
Stunning.
Oh, actually, this is a good question. If you had to go on a celebrity boxing event, who would you most like to fight?
So, to bash a celebrity?
Oh,
Yes.
you are actually on
He's actually in one, and we've always asked
He's
this
doing
for like
a
a whole year.
podcaster celebrity boxing match.
Yeah.
And who are you fighting?
Fighting a fucking little cocksucker called Groper.
Roper.
He's not little, actually. He's quite a big boy. But I'm fighting him. He's on the Reggie's podcast. And to be honest with you,
How big is he?
he's 6'5".
I'm 6'4",
But he'll be
bro.
doughy. He'll be doughy. He'll be like a sheep in the sun. He'll be fucking doughy. I'm going to lift him.
Shave him down.
I'm going to lift. Yeah, correct. He's about 100 kilos. So he's got about 15 kilos on me. But I'm just going to get on the peptides.
A few peptides, a few dick punches,
Yeah,
bro. What are they
correct.
gonna do?
Yeah, fight dirty, dude.
So I'm fighting Groper. So, mate, that's April 27th. I'm fighting him. So I'm pretty excited about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, apart from Groper, if you had to go on a celebrity boxing event, who would you most like to fight?
Mate, I don't even know if you could say he's a celebrity really anymore, but remember that Spencer Pratt?
Yes.
From the hill?
From
Is
the
it the
hills
hills?
and stuff?
From the hills, he's like the
Remember-
most punchable man in the world.
He's just a punchable cunt.
He's another hollow-eyed man, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I like that. Reality star.
Yeah.
I
Not
like
a
that.
not a fan. Don't like him.
Imagine fighting him, you would have like 110% of the crowd on your side. You know what I mean?
Correct.
The
I know.
energy.
Yeah.
For
They're
the
like, I don't
people.
even know who that guy is, but fuck that
Yeah,
guy.
fuck that guy. Okay.
Yeah, never liked him.
If you could start any film/franchise, what are you picking?
Oh, so ever
Ever.
Lord of the Rings.
What are you going to be in Lord of the Rings?
Well, fuck. Like, do I create my own character, or can I be one of the characters?
You can be one of the characters.
Legolas.
Legolas,
yeah.
yeah.
Gotta be.
I thought you were going to say Peaky Blinders after those accents.
Well, mate. Well,
Nah.
Peaky might be next.
Legolas just cruises around, shoots with a bow.
Right, he's cruisy.
He's got a good life. I get it. Who's your favourite comedian? This is a normal question.
Favorite comedian would be Norm Macdonald.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Our
Norm's my
mate's
favourite.
got a tattoo of him, actually.
Really?
It's been on the podcast, St. Lane. Frenchy was in fucking Scotland with him. He's got a tattoo of him.
Really? On his leg?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fucking mad.
Yeah, it's cool.
Love Norm. Love
Yeah.
Norm. If you don't know Norm Macdonald, go and look up Norm Macdonald. He's fucking.
He wrote the song about a farm, I believe. Norm Macdonald had a farm, bro. That's banned. If this was a starter podcast, you should get around it. You've been sitting there too long. You'll appreciate this one on the earphones. Fuck the crowd. No, I'm turned on him.
No, I'm happy with it.
Oh, Norm Macdonald had a farm. We get it now. It's too clever. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever done?
This podcast.
Okay.
No,
That's good.
no.
It's good.
Most embarrassing. Mate, I can't remember her name.
KFC. We'll call it KFC for now.
KFC. I actually have shocking memory recall. I can't remember.
Name.
So sorry.
You're right. You're right. Julie. I don't know.
Don't you fucking disrespect Julie like that.
That's how fake taxi
All
started.
right? That's fucking...
That's how fake taxi
She's an angel.
started.
She's a saint.
Last one is, what's the weirdest porn you've ever watched?
Oh, I probably looked up Jessica Rabbit once or twice.
Yeah, that's normal stuff.
Is it?
Alex, anything else we need to cover?
Nah, that's it.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Thank you for coming on, Jarch. Thank you
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for
Thank you to
coming.
the crowd. You've been great.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Filter Brewing. Thank you, Jarchy. Thank you. See you next week.
See you next week.
Thank you, Filter.
Okay.
Thank you, bro.
Dubatsu.
Not tonight.